What is good, and welcome to a full body warm-up routine. I hope you're ready. Let's get started. To start off, we're going to be doing a Spider-Man lunge. This exercise, you're going to start off in a high plank, making sure that your hips are not dipping up and down. Your feet are spread wide apart. Push one leg forward into a 90-degree angle, extend the arm, and then have a nice thoracic twist. Then you're literally going to do exactly the same to the opposite side. This movement is also known as the world's greatest stretch because it targets multiple muscle groups. It improves hip mobility by stretching and mobilizing the hip flexors, glutes, and adductor muscles, which are often tight. The rotation part of the movement opens up your mid-back, promoting thoracic spine and shoulder mobility. And for the regressed version, you will be on your four limbs. So knees down, hands down, get into a 90-degree angle, same thing. Extend the arm and twist, and then come back to the starting position and do that for repetitions. For the second exercise, we have the windshield wipers. With this variation, you have 3 levels. Starting off with this first one, your feet are going to be stacked together, so make sure that your heels are closer to your glutes while you're moving side to side. For the second level, make sure your feet are in a 90-degree angle and you rep the same repetitions that you did on the first level, so 6 repetitions again. This exercise is great for core activation. It also improves hip and lower back mobility, and it encourages spinal decompression and alignment. And for the last level, your feet are going to be extended, fully extended, and you literally do the same repetitions, 6 repetitions again to finish off the set. If a full leg extension is overwhelming, you can lower down your leg to the desired angle level of resistance and finish off the repetitions. And for a third exercise, it's going to be glute activation in a lateral plane of motion while we're using the loop band as a form of resistance. Try to maintain an upright posture, so you're going to be focusing on staying nice and tall throughout the whole movement. So when you're doing this exercise, you want to make sure that you don't rush throughout the movement. So one step at a time. This exercise is great for strengthening your lateral chain, especially your hip stabilizer muscles, that gluteus medius, which will help you in terms of like squatting or even sprinting, depending the sports that you do or if it's just functional fitness. And now we're going to focus on the anterior chain, so the quads, and also the posterior chain, which is the hamstrings and glutes. Okay, so we're going to put the loop band above our ankles, so on our shins, and then from there, what you want to do, making sure that you step sideways, so nice shoulder width stance, and then hinge into a squat position, tucking the pelvis for core contraction, and then from there you're going to be moving forward. Once you've reached the desired distance going forward, now you're going to match that same distance moving backwards. So you're now working your coordination while you're having that posterior chain activation, which is your glutes and your hamstrings. So focus on keeping the band stretched as you're moving forward or backwards. So keep the band stretched at all times, so you're stepping side to side. This exercise also improves ankle mobility and is a great primer for exercises like squatting, sprinting, or lunging. For the fifth exercise, we have a standing leg lift with the loop band above our ankles. So we're going to step laterally into a shoulder width stance to start off. For the first part, it's a forward lift focusing on the anterior chain, targeting your quadriceps and hip flexor muscles. And for the second part, it's a lateral lift focusing on the lateral chain, which targets your gluteus medius, TFL, and abductor muscles. For the third part, it's a backward lift focusing on the posterior chain, which targets your glute maximus and hamstrings. This exercise also improves your balance and core stability. It also improves your proprioception, reducing your risk of experiencing joint strains. This is a great injury prevention exercise that helps correct muscle imbalances, supports knee health. It helps prevent the IT band syndrome, hip impingement, and lower back tightness. For the sixth exercise, we're doing the shoulder external rotation with the loop band, and we're focusing on upper body muscle activation. Let's get properly aligned before we start. Make sure your elbow is below your shoulder and the loop band is going to be on your wrist, and then what you're going to do is open up and extend and hold for 10 seconds. Once the 10 seconds is done, you match those number of seconds with repetitions, so 10 repetitions to finish off the first set. Perfect. Let's get ready for set number 2. Exactly the same, we're going to hold for 10 seconds and match the 10 seconds with 10 repetitions. This exercise strengthens your rotator cuffs, which are your stabilizing muscles. Strengthening these small stabilizer muscles improves shoulder joint mobility, which will result in efficient pressing, pulling, or throwing movement with the less risk of getting injured. Exercise number 7, we have the loop band or mini band shoulder press. Starting off, make sure your elbow and shoulder joint are in a straight line, and the loop band will be around your wrist. Extend it outwards to get resistance, and then press upwards while the band stays stretched, and then you lower all the way down to the starting position. One of the key benefits of this exercise is it encourages a symmetrical movement pattern and strengthens your weaker stabilizer muscles. This exercise improves muscle activation in your deltoids, triceps, and upper back muscles. It enhances neuromuscular control, which is beneficial before lifting or athletic movements. And for the final exercise number 8, we have a variation of the shoulder external rotation. It has 3 levels, starting off with the first level, 6 repetitions. For the second level, your hands are going to be in a 90-degree angle and banging out 6 repetitions again. And for the third level, your elbow and shoulder joint will be in one line while you finish off the 6 repetitions to complete the set. That's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Stay true to your passion. I'll check you on the next one.